Newly released video of a former Mid-Michigan educator with a local sheriff saying he was stalking a young man inside a store. Thanks for joining us. For TV5 News at 6, I'm Meg McLeod.
And I'm David Custer in our downtown Flint studio. Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson walks us through the video but stops it right before he says it gets too disturbing.
This is every parent's and every grandparents' worst nightmare.
Genesee County Sheriff Chris Swanson walking me through video his office received from a loss prevention officer. It's from inside the Goodwill store in Burton at the Cortland Center Mall from 2019.
He just knew that something wasn't right. We had no victim complaint, but when the story broke, he came forward, we were able to connect the dots, and he had this video archived.
So he recognized him from the stories.
Absolutely.
Swanson says it shows recently arrested Eugene Pratt, a former Mid-Michigan educator, stalking a potential victim throughout the store.
He has no interest in these novelties. He's watching this gentleman.
Swanson says Pratt followed the young man to right outside his dressing room.
He has no interest in looking here, but he's keeping an eye on the changing room.
It's here where Swanson stopped the video because he says Pratt began pleasuring himself right in the middle of the store.
Would you call this stalking?
Absolutely. This is part of the grooming process. Is sometimes it's more aggressive, sometimes it's more public.
Swanson says Pratt was an expert at grooming young people, earning their trust and filling a void, ultimately leading to sexual advances. He says he'd start by taking them to get ice cream, sending them personal letters, giving them $100 in birthday cards.
He would take the victims out to eat. Dairy Queen was his favorite spot. Casual conversation turned sexual within minutes. So these are the things. He was interviewing his victims. He was seeing who'd respond.
Swanson says since his arrest on Tuesday, he's interviewed dozens of potential victims spanning Pratt's entire career in education dating back to the late 80s.
People that I never would have expected have a connection with Eugene. They graduated with him, that he was their coach as he was a student teacher, and he was their substitute teacher. And
Swanson believes most of the alleged incidents took place off school grounds, and he hopes the young man in the store surveillance video will come forward and share what he remembers from that encounter with Pratt.
Anticipate that we're going to bring something to the prosecutor. When that is, I'm not in a rush. He's still in jail now. He's still locked up. He still has a bond, but he's not tethered out to anyone. So he's not a threat as of right this moment.
Now, Pratt remains in the Genesee County Jail on a $25,000 cash bond.